If you're over 50 and you've been wondering, is this it? Is this all there is? Is this as good as it gets? We want to tell you about something that has been one of the most life-giving things we have ever done. Know what it is? Walking. Not just a stroll, really walking, day after day, mile after mile, in some of the most beautiful landscapes, ancient landscapes that we have ever seen.
Hi, we're Wick and Helen. We've been walking the Camino de Santiago since 2007. We're going to tell you why we believe that walking may be the best thing that you can do for your body, your brain, and your life, especially after 50.
People ask us all the time, why would anybody walk 500 miles across Spain? What is it about the Camino that keeps people coming back year after year, decade after decade?
The honest answer is something happens out there, something you don't expect, and it has nothing to do with how fit you are or how far you've walked before. It happens to almost everyone.
Somewhere around day 10, your thinking clears. Brain fog goes away. Things you've been carrying for months start to feel lighter. And I'm not talking about your backpack. Problems you couldn't solve sitting at home begin to solve themselves. You start to feel genuinely, surprisingly, more alive. After walking a few Caminos, we got curious about why this happens. So we started reading research we could find about the physical and mental benefits of walking, the body-mind connection, and what happens in your brain when you're walking for long distances. And what we found surprised us, because it turns out what pilgrims have known for centuries, science is only now catching up to.
When you walk steadily, rhythmically, day after day, your brain releases a protein that scientists call BDNF for short. We just call it the good stuff because what it does is remarkable.
It helps your brain grow new cells and strengthen the connections between the ones you already have. And the part of your brain responsible for memory, it actually gets bigger. Research shows that regular walking can roll back years of age-related decline.
You're not just slowing the clock, you're turning it back.
And there's something else. When you unplug from responsibilities, decisions, and noise, and just walk, especially in nature, a part of your brain that's been on overdrive for years finally gets to rest. Stress hormones drop. Clarity returns. Things surface that you didn't even know you were carrying. The first time we walked, I was carrying things I wasn't able to process at home. By the time we got to Burgos, which is about a third of the way in, I realized something had shifted. I had walked through it and past it. I felt lighter. I came home different.
We've talked to hundreds of pilgrims through the years. The details are always different, but the stories are almost always the same. They went for a walk and experienced something that they didn't know they needed.
If you've been telling yourself you're too old for something like this, we want to push back on that, gently but firmly.
The research says walking is especially powerful as we age. The mental benefits, the physical benefits, the emotional benefits, they compound over time. Every day you walk, you're making a deposit in your overall health.
You don't have to walk 500 miles to start, but we will tell you this. There is something about committing to a long walk surrounded by beauty with nothing to do but put one foot in front of the other. That changes a person. We've seen it happen. We've lived it.
And if you've ever found yourself wondering, is this as good as it gets? The answer, we believe, is no. There is more. It might be waiting for you on the Camino de Santiago.
In our next episode about long-distance walking and the benefits, we'll be talking about the benefits to your body, your joints, your heart, your bone density, and why the news is better than you might think it is.
This episode resonated with you. Share it with someone in your life who needs to hear it. Someone who is on the fence, someone who needs a reason to go.
If you missed the last episode where we shared what it was actually like to walk 500 miles across Spain in our 70s, we'll put a link right up here. We think you'll love it. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time,
Buen Camino.